Hey guys, so I'm getting ready to install the head studs in Old Red's engine, and I wanted to show you just how I go about installing head studs, what materials I use. Small block Chevy lower studs go into the water jackets on these factory blocks, so people debate on what the best material to use is. I'm not going to tell you what the best to use is, but what I'm going to tell you is what I use and what has never failed me. So not going to sit here and claim it's the best. I'm just going to say it works. Um, Here's my process. So these are what are called thread cleaners. So this is a 3/8/16. It's not what we're using. This is a 7. Sorry. This is for a small block Chevy head stud 7/16/14. And see how it says clean out right there? This doesn't cut threads, it just chases them. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick the very bottom one here, and you're gonna use your fingers. Okay, you're not using, you can use a tool, but if you have to use a tool on these thread chasers, then you've done something wrong. So you're just gonna take that thing all the way down, and you're done. All it does is clean out the threads, guys. Okay, you can see there was just a little bit of buildup there, and it's really just from all the cleanup and washing and machine work on the deck whenever they decked it here. Some of that gets down in there, and you want to make sure you blow that out and then thread chase it, and just make sure there's nothing that's going to gall the threads. All right, so this is what I use. It's called VersaChem is the company. It's called Super Clear Type 7. So when I call my wife and say, hey, get me some Type 7, this is what it is. Okay, it's a silicone gasket maker, operating temperature up to 350 degrees. This is something you really use for like windshields and waterproof sills. I can tell you right now that even though that's the application it's intended for, it works amazing for sealing these water jackets. I've used ARP's sealer before this. In fact, this tube is very old. Very old. This used to be what I thought was the best thing since sliced bread until on my second build, I think, second small block Chevy build, like I said, a long time ago. I still keep it. I don't know why. I blew, as soon as I was breaking in the camshaft, back when it was a flat tap, it literally just poured coolant out of these passageways. So I'm not saying that stuff doesn't work. I'm just saying it's not worked great for me. So you'll make sure your head studs are super clean. Okay, you're gonna put, this stuff stinks really bad. You're gonna put a nice dollop on there, on these threads. Okay, and you're just going to, doing this with the camera, and you're just going to slowly work that in there, and it will cover every thread all the way up. Okay, and you install studs fingers tight. You do not, even though there is this Allen here, that's for removing it after it's had several heat cycles. You just install these things finger tight. That is it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get something to clean up. You guys can bust me on the comments for using these blue shop towels, but I can tell you, after all the years that I've used these things, they've never caused me a problem. You do want your engine to be super clean, and I wouldn't recommend using these on anything like a bearing or even using them with your hands when you're installing bearings, because they aren't lint free. But for stuff like this, it's just fine. All right, just like that, clean install. Okay, now for the stud, once you get the head gasket on there, okay, for the stud itself, I'm going to go back and say that ARP's fastener assembly lubricant that comes with this stuff is by far the best that I've seen. As far as, I mean, it's no different than anti-seize. So it will turn you into a tin man. But so anti-seize is good, but I don't know if it's anything different or not. But it seems to do a great job, and I've never had any issues. So you'll put some here. Once the heads are on, you'll go in and you'll put a dollop right here at the top. A nice little healthy dollop, and you'll just slowly screw that stud on. And just slowly screw that stud on. Not that fast, but just kind of slowly work it in until it's fully covered. And then once you can see the head of the bolt and see that the threads all the way around have plenty of that stuff on there, then you can just kind of screw that thing down. And then you'll torque it. Okay. Torque sequence on a small block Chevy, really not just a small block Chevy, really any cylinder head. You want to go make a circle. Okay, start with the center stud here, and then the stud, that stud, that stud, that stud, and you just keep going and make a perfect circle so you can get a nice even clamp all the way down. So I usually do about 30 foot-pounds, 60 foot-pounds, and then 80 foot-pounds. And that's pretty much all I do. And that's what's next. So I'm going to get all these studs installed and head gaskets, and then put the heads on, and yeah, moving on. So there you go, all of them are installed. The sealer is installed on all these bottom ones, and the second row here, this top row is blind, so you don't have to put any on those. This is the point in which, depending on your cylinder head, you may want to go ahead and install your rollers. Because once you get the heads on, sometimes these things right here don't like to fit. So the ones I'm using here, if I didn't show you before, these are a lightened. You can see that these were from the last build, and they have really been run hard, but they still are in good shape. Anyway, whenever you put these, I can't see looking through the camera, when you put those bad boys in, you want to make sure they go straight down without any issues whatsoever. There's no binding or anything that it's catching on, and just goes up and down really nice. And then get those bad boys on. Now I like to soak these in oil for 24 hours before I put them on the engine, for the very first time that they're used. After that, I didn't soak these in oil. They still kind of have oil on them from the last build. They go straight into a bag, straight from the engine into one of these bags, where they kind of keep from having any dust, dirt, or any debris on there, and the oil keeps them nice and lubricated. Anyway, so this is a good time to get those installed before you put the head on. So I'm about to put the head on and torque it down, and then I'll start working on the other side. That's it for now.